Hey bakers, it's me, Haley, and today I'm going to end Bakemas by making hot cocoa bombs. So, I have a few quick shout outs. One shout out to my grandma Renee for getting me this hot cocoa bomb kit for Christmas. It's called I Heart Cocoa, and I will show you everything that comes in it in a second. And then shout out to the Schley, so Kobe Schley and Alicia Schley and their family for these rainbow mini chips that I will be using and this edible shimmer. So today's hot cocoa bombs that I will be making are called classic hot cocoa bombs. So all you will be needing is white chocolate chips, mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, milk chocolate chips, or bittersweet chocolate chips. You will be needing mini marshmallows, hot cocoa mix, and then a half cup measuring cup, a spoon, and then a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. So you will also be needing the I Heart Cocoa kit, and I forgot one thing, which is you will also be needing a glass plate. So I will go grab that when it's needed. But I'm going to show you everything that comes in this amazing hot cocoa kit. But first, I'm going to move everything back and off to the side. And this one, for decoration, I'm using edible shimmer and those rainbow mini chips. And I'm making this a little bit after Christmas, and I'm making these hot cocoa bombs for New Year's Eve. So that's why they're not Christmas themed. But what this all comes with is recipes. There's a red velvet hot cocoa bomb, dark chocolate peppermint, and then you can make, it comes with cutouts to make mug huggers for your mugs. But I will not be making those, but they show how to make gingerbread cookies for these, and then it also has a recipe for royal icing, and then the classic hot cocoa bombs. It comes with this half cup chocolate melter. It comes with a hot cocoa mold, and this can make 4 at a time. It comes with this really cute spatula, a food brush, and some stirring sticks. They're gold stirring sticks that have snowflakes. And then it comes with stuff to package your hot cocoa bombs in, which I will be doing. So let's just get right into making these hot cocoa bombs, shall we? Alrighty, bakers. So this is optional, but I will be decorating my hot cocoa bombs, and I'm going to be using the edible shimmer and the mini rainbow chips, like I said earlier. So I am going to first put the sprinkle a few mini rainbow chips in, do just a couple in there for all of them, but I'm going to leave the ones that have snowflakes on them, leave those ones without any stuff because I think they look good just how they are. I'm not going to add rainbow chips in there, but I'm going to add edible shimmer in those. So I added the mini rainbow chips, and now I'm going to add in the silver shimmer. So this is how you're going to do it. You're just going to do a small little squirt of silver shimmer. But I just remembered that these ones that are flat are actually for the bottom of your hot cocoa bombs. I just remembered that just now. So I'm going to take the mini rainbow chips out of those ones just so that we don't have mini rainbow chips on the top and bottom, because we want them to be able to stand up. So that when I take them to where I'm going for whatever, for New Year's Eve, I can have them standing in the car. And I'm just going to try to do a little bit of edible shimmer on kind of the outside a little bit. Blair, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, go. And it's okay if you don't want any decoration as well. That's fine too. I just thought it would be cool to do decoration on mine. Especially the silver glitter, since New Year's Eve and the ball drop is. I just thought that the edible glitter would be kind of cool. So I got my stuff filled. One of them has a lot of glitter, a lot puffed out, but that's okay. I'm now going to start and show you what the next step is once I read my instruction. So, step 1 is you're going to get your melting pot. I think I showed this. This is a melting pot, and you're also going to get your 1/2 cup measuring cup. And this is when you're going to either need your milk chocolate chips or your bittersweet chocolate chips. In my store, just didn't have any bittersweet chocolate chips at the moment that I went to the store, but that's okay. So you're going to fill this up with 1/2 cup of either milk or bittersweet chocolate chips. Get 1/2 cup, just like so, and then pour it in here. And this is 1/2 cup, so I could just fill this all the way, but it's a little more than 1/2 cup just when you fill it enough. It can fit 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. So now I'm going to attach the lid and then microwave for 30 seconds and stir, and then I will be repeating that step until these are all the way melted. And while that's microwaving, I'm going to wash my hands because I don't want to get the edible glitter all over the place. So I'm just going to go wash my hands quick. So one other thing, I was just reading, and it says you need 3/4 tablespoon of melted chocolate to add into each of these, but I don't have a 3/4 tablespoon measuring spoon, but I just looked it up, and 2 teaspoons, or 2.25 teaspoons is equivalent to 3/4 tablespoon. So I will just do this once and then fill it up a little less than halfway for each bomb. And my chocolate is almost done melting. So my chocolate took about 2 minutes to melt fully. And now I'm going to take this spoon out, but first I need to grab a paper towel to set the spoon on, because I will definitely be needing more chocolate. But I just have to get this off. Don't mind the background noise. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to try my best to get this chocolate out and into here. But I might just have to pour it in, just kind of with my heart, and just kind of choose however much I want to add into it. Because I don't know if this will fill all 8 molds. I'm guessing I'll just have to repeat this stuff. But you're just gonna add a little bit of chocolate in at a time is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use the measuring cup anymore because not all of it comes out anyways. So just kind of measure with my heart, which is something that you have to do in baking a lot of times. I got all of my chocolate from Looney Foods in Woonsocket. You can come through, Mom.
What?
You can come through if you need to.
Well, I'm gonna wipe off someone who drenched this thing.
Okay. Alright, so I got about all the chocolate out of here actually. And I'm now just going to grab the paintbrush, right? I need to brush the chocolate over evenly in the molds with this little food paintbrush thing. So we're just going to kind of brush it around the sides. And the mold I used yesterday was a hot cocoa bomb mold, but or the day before, or the video before this one was a hot cocoa mold that I used for my Jello, but it was a little bit bigger of a mold, so I decided to just use the mold that came with this one. You want to just kind of evenly coat it for all of them. It's kind of like how you can see that I'm doing now. And if you think that you need to add more chocolate in, you can, because this one I don't think I added quite enough chocolate. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And you just want to make sure that you cover all the sides, because these at the end will have to close. So you're just going to want to brush up the sides of the mold. And this will take a little bit of time, so don't rush, because then they might not be thick enough to be able to come out of the molds well. The hot cocoa bombs will be are going to be kind of tricky to make when you pop out the chocolate circles or whatever, or the shell. It's pretty much what it is, because it just will be kind of tricky. But I only have 3 left to do. But you just want to make sure that it's evenly coated, because that'll just kind of help it once you're done making it. So I am going to finish these last 3 molds, and then I will tell you the next step. Alright, so I just filled all of my molds with my chocolate, and now my recipe says to refrigerate for 5 minutes. So I'm going to throw this into the refrigerator for approximately 5 minutes. So I'm going to read off the recipe for you, or what you have to do next. So you're supposed to refrigerate for 5 minutes, and then repeat steps 1 to 4. So you have to refrigerate that for 5 minutes, and then you have to melt more chocolate. And so you have to melt about a half a cup more chocolate. And you're just supposed to repeat those steps 1 to 5. I just forgot that it just said to rinse. So I'm not going to rinse. I'm just going to melt it quick. And this one, or this lid, has a thing that you're supposed to line it up with. So I would recommend lining it up just so that it doesn't let out any heat. But I'm just going to stick it in and do the 30-second thing, even though I know it should probably take around 2 minutes to melt. Still just gonna put it in for 30 seconds, because that's what it said to do. So you will also be wanting some parchment paper or tin foil, and lay that down for once your hot cocoa sides are done. So my 5-minute timer just went off, so I'm going to grab out those, but my chocolate's almost done too, so I'm gonna stir my chocolate and make sure that it's melted, and then I will get my molds out. Alright, so I got my chocolate all melted in there, and I'm now going to get out my molds. And they already are kind of hardening. But we're just supposed to go through with a little bit more chocolate for each mold. I'm going to grab my spoon that I left over by the microwave and just repeat the step that you did for the first time around, except be a little more careful because remember you have more chocolate here or you have some working on hardening chocolate to deal with also. Make sure you don't crack it. I must have melted more chocolate than last time because I'm adding about the same exact amount as I did earlier, but I have this much chocolate still left. So I'll just keep that there in case I need more chocolate. But now I'm just going to spread it around once more. And as I was reading on my thing, or on my recipe, you don't have to have white chocolate chips. Those are just for decoration and drizzle. But I think white chocolate chips will look cool on mine, so I am going to use white chocolate chips on mine. Or not what, yeah, melted white chocolate chips is what I meant. But I would recommend actually probably letting your second layer of chocolate cool a little more before you put this on, because I forgot to do that or let it cool. So now the other chocolate is actually kind of starting to melt, but not that much. So I should be fine. Just trying my best to hurry up. And once these are done, once you're done doing this, and your second layer of chocolate, you are going to need to put them into the refrigerator for about 15 minutes or so. On to my last one. Alrighty, so now they're in. Just going to kind of smoothen some of them out a little more. And now it is time for these guys to go back into the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. And while those are in the fridge, you're going to want to clean this out. Clean your melting chocolate out from in there, and clean out your brush and get some tin foil ready, because you will be needing tin foil. And this, just going to put back in there. But I'm going to clean up my stuff that I have right now that's dirty, and then I will show you the next step again. Alrighty, bakers, so I just washed all the dishes that I've already used, and I even washed this paintbrush, or this food paintbrush. And there is about 2 minutes left on the timer. So I'm just going to clean up my area and throw away my garbage that I haven't already thrown away, just because I don't want my next 2 batches that I have to make. I'm making the same kind. I don't want my next 2 batches to have it being messy all over. So about 1:30 seconds left, and I am going to have to pop them out. So I'll show you how to do that, and this is the point where you're going to want your tin foil or your parchment paper. And with the next part that we're doing is when you're going to be needing the hot cocoa mix, your mini marshmallows, and your mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. So, and your 1 tablespoon measuring. I would recommend getting everything just kind of open and ready, because you will be needing these soon. But look at how small these chocolate chips are. Like, they're really mini. But in 20 seconds now, I have to take out the molds. So I will show you how to take them out. So I have a glass plate, and these are glass plates, or glass get hotter, like they get more hot, I'm pretty sure. Well, at least mine do. So I'm going to microwave this for about a minute with nothing on it, and then that is when then I'll show you what to do next. I'm just gonna show you the tops of these. So this one is the one that squirted out a lot of powder. This one, and then these two have the rainbow chips on them. But the rainbow chips did kind of sink in to the chocolate a little bit more, so you can't really see them that much. So, but that's okay. We'll just let that finish microwaving, and I'm just gonna quick show you what you're gonna do. So pretend I have a plate right here. You're gonna go like this, melt it, boom, connect it to one of your other molds. And then I'm pretty sure that's almost the last step. Then you just have to connect or fix the seams if you need to. For this step, you need an oven mitt because this is going to be, or it should be pretty warm. Mine's not. I don't think mine's warm enough, so I'm just gonna do 10 more seconds. It wasn't super hot, but it also wasn't super cold. But you'll also be needing your paintbrush or your brush for this part as well if you need to. So I'm just getting my plate out, setting it right here. And this is where, like I said earlier, you're going to need, grab one already filled bomb, and then the other side, you're just going to set it like this to kind of melt it a little bit. And then that's when you're going to try, anyways, to, set it on like so, but it's not really wanting to connect. So I'm going to put some of the extra chocolate on my brush, and then just kind of try to connect it at least a little bit, because it's really not wanting to work very much. They're not sticking together. I think so. So I'm going to quick melt some more melting chocolate, and then I'll go from there. So I figured out that you don't put the marshmallows in the inside, or I didn't, because the bombs didn't shut when you put the marshmallows in. So I took mine out, and then I'm going to put white chocolate drizzle on the top of mine when I'm done, and then it should, or the marshmallow should stick to that. So I might not be able to do the same packaging that I was wanting to, but that's okay. This is also my first time making them, so maybe I'll figure out a different way to make them. So bakers, I am now going to move this plate out of the way, because I'm going to use it again, because I am making more of these. I'm just not going to do it on the video. So I'm going to now open the white chocolate chips, and I'm not going to do half a cup because I'm just drizzling. Like, this is just being used for drizzle, so I'm not going to actually put very many chocolate chips. and grab the lid, shut it, and do 30 seconds and stir just exactly the same way that I did the chocolate to make the bombs. And like I said earlier, I'm going to put the marshmallows on the top when I drizzle, so I'm going to try to move these a little bit closer to me so that when I drizzle, I can just drizzle and then stick the marshmallows on top. And also my silver glitter stuff didn't really stick, so on the ones that I did silver glitter, I'm just going to do like a little puff of silver glitter. Well, it's stuck, but you just can't really see it very well. Just like that, so that there is at least a little silver glitter. And I'm going to stir up my chocolate. All right, so I forgot to show you guys, but I am now just drizzling some white chocolate on top of my bombs. And also kind of using the white chocolate to just a little bit repair some spots that are a little messy. But again, this is my first try at these. So, I'm done with the first 4. And I am also, since you can't really see the rainbow chips very well, I'm just going to add some rainbow chips onto the top of a few of them. Just like this. Alright, but I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my 12 days of Bakemas. Today was my last day, as you guys know, and I will, at the end of this video, put a picture of all of my hot cocoa bombs. I hope you enjoyed Bakemas, and I will come back to show you guys how to make more treats in the future. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Alright, bakers, and just like that, my hot cocoa bombs are done. That's what they look like, and I made all of them the same exact way that I made the ones that I showed you. I started these at probably, Mom, what time do you think I started these at?
2.
Started these at 2 o'clock and is now 5:45.